It's the 5th episode of the TFR Morning Show, this week featuring Olympus Has Fallen. So before we get started, of course, enjoy the trailer.
Mr. President, 5 minutes, sir.
Evening, ma'am.
Merry Christmas, Mike.
Mustang, this is Big Top, bringing out the full package.
Where'd that come from?
Everybody knows you did the right thing on that bridge. Even the president knows. You gotta learn how to get back into the real world.
Mr. President, we're ready for you.
Our guests have arrived.
I'd like to welcome you to the White House, sir.
Sir, there's been an intrusion.
Let's go, move.
Give me the Pentagon on the line now.
Olympus has fallen. Olympus has fallen.
Mr. Speaker, you are the acting president.
I want to speak for the Russians, the Chinese, the British, and the French, in that order.
If you attempt to retake this building, I will execute
Your commander-in-chief.
Oh my God.
We have contact from inside the White House.
Identify yourself.
309er.
Jesus, Banning?
Is this the same guy that was removed from the president's detail?
He is ex-special forces.
40 commandos breached the gate, 28 are left. Can we trust him? With all due respect, I'm the best hope you've got.
Abort! Abort! We're talking about the safety of the President of the United States.
We're talking about a hell of a lot more than that, sir. Just open the gates of hell.
The United States of America doesn't negotiate with terrorists.
Who said anything about negotiating?
So I know what you're all thinking. Chris, it's not the morning. We can't have a first-run morning show, and that's true. But I think we can call an audible. We can do what we want around here. We make our own rules. So that's good. See, watch. I don't even know if this is legal. But I did it. So there you go. So this week on the morning show, we're going to do Spring Breakers for the Real Show, for the regular podcast. And I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to talk about that movie without sounding like a lecherous, creepy old man. Well, any less than I normally sound. But I did get a chance to see Olympus Has Fallen as well with Gerard Butler, directed by Antoine Fuqua. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this ridiculousness of the film. Well, no, let's talk about that. So the issue we have is you have appears to be North Korea actually attacking the United States, specifically the White House, and taking the president hostage, which, knowing North Korea's isolationist position, their technology really, even though they're saber-rattling right now, but the stuff they can and can't do, the whole conceit of the film is absolutely ridiculous. It's preposterous. Everything that happened in this film isn't remotely believable for one instant. And some of the stuff that happens to the characters as well, and the decisions they make, specifically some people giving up secret access codes to certain things, and I'm not really spoiling it, not that it matters, is something they would never do as well. It's just one ridiculous thing after another. So first I'd like to say Gerard Butler needs to stick to this genre. He equates himself fine, but the romantic comedy is just not his thing. He kind of needs to stick with this. He delivers his lines in the action fight scenes. He does it with the required veracity and earnestness. But and the film mostly does the same. My issue is with Fuqua, the director of this film. I look at him as kind of like the modern day, like Brett Ratner 2.0. He just keeps delivering these mediocre, uninteresting films and just keeps churning them out. As you've heard, they say it's just like Die Hard in the White House, and that's basically what it is. But I will say it's better than A Good Day to Die Hard, the last film. In fact, I maybe even like this a little more if Bruce Willis was in it. But that better than A Good Day to Die Hard is not a very large bar to get over, and the film practically trips over that bar. It's my biggest issue with the film is that it's intensely stupid. People don't act like they should. The dialogue is cranky and cliched, and Fuqua just delivers another film that's totally bereft of thrills and stakes. You don't care. Some of the action scenes are interesting. The fight scenes are okay, but it's not half as good as it should be. It's if you're an action fan, you can probably check it out. It does have those moments, but I wouldn't rush out to the theater to see this at all. It's really not worth your time for that. Now, what is out playing locally, just in Hartford, I know, is Stoker, a film I was really looking forward to. I don't know if we're going to get to do it for the show because G.I. Joe Retaliation comes up next, and I know we're doing that. I may force Dave to do Stoker as well. All I'm going to say is go see it. I don't want to say anything more about it. So that's a little tip for Stoker, and pretty much a void for Olympus Has Fallen. If you've had a chance to see it, though, tell me how wrong I am or how much I nailed it. Shoot us an email at thefirstrun@gmail.com. Enjoy this week's upcoming show where we talk about Spring Breakers and how just inappropriate that film may... Well, I don't want to spoil it. There's so much to talk about that film. And that's it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all again soon. And enjoy a frosty one.